These are terms used in describing different forms of disruptive vehicle safety technology, designed to detect and analyze the speed limits of roads and either warn or automatically prevent a driver from exceeding speed limits. I will refer to this as ISA. ISA is starting to be employed and trialed in vehicles of major car and vehicle manufacturers, including Ford, Volvo, Jaguar, and Citroën. The European Transport Safety Council is calling for the European Commission to make ISA mandatory in all new vehicles, but not everyone agrees. The problem of acquiring a speed limit of a road has been tackled using two methods. One is to use GPS and to compare with stored data relating to the vehicle location. The other method for detecting speed limits is the use of video camera technology to identify and interpret passing speed signs and then perform an action relating to this new information. But hold on, what's this about machine learning and how has it been rapidly improving? Well, in short, machine learning is a form of artificial intelligence. It's defined by the ability for a computer to output something it wasn't programmed to do, through learning. In Miyata's 2017 academic paper, these two graphs highlight how over an increase of traffic sign and non-traffic sign images, the algorithm quickly learns to make fewer mistakes. The final combined recognition rate was 85%, which is decent, but they still saw room for improvement, especially if they instead used convolutional networks. Two examples of this method for traffic sign recognition are shown by French computer scientist Yann LeCun and quant trader Moataz El-Masri, inspired by LeCun. This is a greater improvement on the results shown in Miyata's paper, which indicates that deep learning is the next step for traffic sign recognition. Acceptability of ISA is discussed in Vlassen-Root's academic paper of 2011. They concluded that the major factors were effectiveness of ISA, the market penetration level of ISA, and the effectiveness of other car products. So they want it to be a useful, reliable, well-functioning product. How about the opposing factors? An online Telegraph article from 2013 describes the possibility of ISA being introduced into all cars in the EU. It highlights the effort of governments to prevent deaths, but opposition argues that this leads to a loss of freedom and control of the car. Are people willing to trade their freedom for safety? With recent ISA systems, companies are attempting to solve these issues, making their systems as optional as possible, while at the same time expressing how helpful ISA would be for drivers. The future of ISA is looking very bright, with numerous car manufacturers incorporating traffic sign recognition and likely deep learning into their systems. So, in answer to the main question of this video, yes, I think it's highly likely that this technology will soon be common in cars due to how advanced the technology behind it has developed, and because it has been adapted in response to criticisms to make it more acceptable to society.